Alright, greetings Kiss Nation, and this is going to be a Kiss topic, and the Kiss topic is going to be on Gene Simmons says both Ace Frehley and Peter Criss turned down invitations to perform at Kiss's final concert. Um, this is a very recent article, it was made a few days ago, and we're going to discuss it and see what this has to offer. So let's get into it. In a recent interview with Barbara Castera of Linear Rock, Gene Simmons was asked about the possibility of the original Kiss members, Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, making a guest appearance at the band's last ever concerts in early December at Madison Square Garden in New York City. He responded as transcribed: for the fans, the older fans, the ones who have been around for 50 years, they're old and some of them want to see Ace and Peter. The newer fans never saw them and they don't know. But the older fans wonder about Ace and Peter. Well, I asked both Ace and Peter a few times, do you want to come out for the encore? Do you want to do some shows? And they both said no. So I don't know what to say about that, but it's always welcome. But there are many other big superstars who want to jump on stage and play a song, but we're not sure about that. Maybe the best thing to do is to end the way we started: four guys with guitars, no keyboards, no synthesizers, nothing, just playing. Alright, well, I will say, that a lot of fans who are around my age know who Ace and Peter are. Such as like Kiss Army Things, Emily Graziano. We know who Ace and Peter are. Fans my age know who Ace and Peter are. But I will say this: there are a lot of fans who actually don't know who Eric is and don't know who Tommy is, because I've seen in video titles of recent clips on this tour, when Eric's on stage to sing Beth, it's Peter Criss on stage that's singing Beth, which actually isn't true. Although would be cool if that was the case, if Peter did get on stage and do Beth, but that's not happening as of yet. But since the beginning of this tour, Paul has kind of teased that past members might show up at a particular show on this tour, but you gotta catch them at a certain show, otherwise you just missed it. But so far, nothing of that event has happened. And Ace has kind of been the one talking about how he wants to. Ace has been the one talking about getting back into the band and playing on the End of the Road tour since they announced it back in 2019. And so far we haven't seen anything of the sort of that happening. And I'm not saying it wouldn't be bad if we got to see Ace and Peter on stage for the encore. I think it would be cool. It would be a cool way for Kiss to end, with Ace and Peter on stage with the current members, or just have the original four playing on stage as the encore. I mean, either way, it'll be cool if it happens, which, judging by this article, I don't think it will, but would have been cool. The last leg of Kiss's North American tour will kick off in October and culminate in the Madison Square Garden concerts of December 1st and 2nd. This past April, Frehley told SiriusXM's Trunk Nation Freddie Trunk but he was still open to playing with Kiss at the band's final shows in New York City. Money motivates me just like it motivates them, but I don't put money before God, he explained. If I get $250,000 a night and I can make $500,000 for playing 5 songs, I'd take the money. I'd buy a Ferrari, buy a whatever type of car that is. I don't really want to play with those guys ever again after what they've done, but money can change my mind. Yeah, okay. Um, alright. Look, I'm a capitalist. I grew up in America, but I never put money before people's feelings. I like money as much as the next guy, but that's what money isn't my god like it's theirs. They're all atheists. Whatever they can do or say, whether it's true or false, as long as it makes them the most amount of money, they're gonna do it. Well, shit. That was bizarre. Probably the most bizarre thing I've ever read for a Kiss topic. Ace also addressed the issue of whether he would perform with Kiss at the band's final concert while wearing his trademark Space Man makeup. The same makeup his replacement, Tommy Fair, has been sporting for more than 2 decades. Sure, for $250,000, he said, explaining, but I'm a good-looking guy and don't need the makeup. Okay. Okay, so you'd wear the makeup for $250,000, then you're saying that you're a good-looking guy but really don't need it. So are you saying you'd be in makeup so you do it with or without the makeup? Is that... I'm trying to make sense of that one. I'm really trying to make sense of that one, because honestly, in all seriousness, in all honesty, if you're playing with Tommy on stage for the encore, Gene and Paul would not let you back in the makeup for that one. Same goes for Peter, because this kind of boils down to like this to the same reason on why they wouldn't play with them at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They didn't want to have Ace and Peter in their own makeup. So I don't care if Fair and Singer are wearing the makeup, just as long as, you know, Ace and Peter can at least be on the same stage with Gene and Paul. So, you know, let's see what else this goes. When Trunk pressed Ace about what he thinks the odds are of him playing with Kiss at the final concerts in New York, Fraley said, "It all depends on the money. If I get a formal invitation with a check, I'll be there. But they gotta have deep pockets. If they don't want to pay me, I won't be there, ladies and gentlemen." I guess that makes sense. That kind of sucks, but you know, that makes sense. Ace also once again confirmed that he never received a formal invitation to join his former bandmates at their last ever shows. "Absolutely not," he said. "From what I understand, the shows are sold out. The only reason they sold out is that they made innuendos that me and Peter were going to be there. That they invited us. I wasn't invited. They lie all the time. Haven't they said we're inviting Ace and Peter to come up and play, or at least me, multiple times, so people bought the tickets? But I haven't been given a single formal invitation, or given a monetarily..." Okay, I may have butchered that word. "And I'm probably not going to get one now after this interview, and guess what? I don't give a shit." Despite everything that has been said between all the parties, Ace claimed that he still looks back fondly on his time with Kiss, doesn't hate his his former bandmates. Look, the bottom line is this. Deep down in my heart, I love those guys because we created something so special. It'll be remembered for years, he said. When we're all dead and buried, there will still be people listening to Kiss music. That's true. And I'm overjoyed. But I want my legacy to be cleared of any of this bullshit and lies. Alright. Kiss launched its farewell trek in January 2019. Was forced to put it on hold due to... Okay, it's, I think it's, alright. Back to on track. In a June 2022 interview with Finland's something or whatever, Simmons was asked if Frehley and Peter would have any involvement in Kiss's final concerts. He responded, "We've tried. I keep trying. Paul and I met with Ace, trying to convince him to come back. He said, I want this, I want that. Well, we can't do that. I asked Ace and Peter to be in the documentary History, which premiered on A&E. They said no, they might do it if they had complete control of the edit. We can't do that because even we don't have that. But I won't control what you say. You can say whatever you want. The answer is no. Both of them. I asked Ace and Peter, come out on tour. We'll get your own room and everything. Come out on the encores. Ace said no. The only way I'll come out is if I'm the spaceman and you ask Tommy Thayer, Kiss's current guitarist, to leave. I go. Well, that's not going to happen. First of all, I care about Ace. He's not in shape. He can't play that way and doesn't have the physical stamina to do that. Hate to be the one to break this to you, Gene, but Ace is in good shape. He may not be selling out stadiums, but he's doing pretty well for himself on his own career. And going to an Ace concert, not that I've ever been to one, but you know, I have like one Blu-ray of an Ace concert and another DVD of an Ace concert, and I've seen one. They're pretty fun. And yeah, like he throws in a few Kiss songs here and there because you know that's the band he's from originally, but he adds in his own songs from his solo career, and I gotta tell you, I mean, you know, Ace still has it. Like, he's still got that guitar playing ability that he still had when he was in Kiss. So you know, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Look, we care about them, Gene added. We started this thing together, and they were equally important to the beginning of the band with Paul and I. No question, but as time went on, not everybody is designed to run a marathon. Some people are designed to be in a band for a year or two or a few years, and that's all they can do. And both of them have been in the band 3 or 4 different times. How many chances in life do you get? All I know is when I put my hand in fire the first time, I got burned. I didn't get a second or third chance. So the answer is the door always open, Simmons said. If you want to jump in on stage at any time to do the encores with us, terrific. But no, we're not going to get rid of Tommy or Eric, current Kiss drummer. In fact, Tommy and Eric are the best thing that happened to us. They gave us new life, new appreciation for what we do because they were Kiss fans first, and every once in a while Eric or Tommy will turn around and say, wow, isn't this great? And make us realize, yeah, wow, isn't this great? Gene was also asked if he saw any of the video footage from the May 2022 Creatures Fest in Nashville, where Chris and Frehley and fellow former member Vinnie Vincent and Bruce Kulick all performed. He responded, somebody showed me about 30 seconds. Yeah, it was very sad. Very sad? Are you out of your mind? It was cool. mean, like, yeah, obviously Vinnie Vincent kind of got the got got the short end of the deal, just playing to like a tape, and but I will say Vinnie Vincent had a nice replica of the Tank stage, but I wish I may not be a Vinnie Vincent fan, but I still say Vinnie Vincent should have had a proper band, not playing to a fucking tape of or an album of Creatures of the Night. That was kind of stupid and sad. Other than that, Ace was great. Peter was great. Peter not bad for some guy in his mid 70s. Um, and Bruce was great. I felt sad for Peter when I called to invite Peter to be in the documentary. His health isn't what it should be. I don't want to get too specific because it's part of his private life, but no, physically, he shouldn't be able to do it. Neither would Ace. Alright. Well, what I think about this article, I mean, it's a very touchy subject about, about Ace and Peter, about, can they or can they cut it? Are they up to the task? I mean, from I still think Ace can still cut it with Kiss, but the fact of the matter is, it's up to Paul, it's up to Gene, mostly up to Paul because Paul is the boss in Kiss, and I don't see Paul actually letting Ace on stage with them with how Kiss is currently, and Peter, even though I like Peter, I like his drumming abilities in Kiss, as he got older, he did kind of slow things down, which is, which is not what they wanted, which is why they have Eric Singer. I'm not saying Peter's drumming is bad or anything. No, I think his drumming is still great, but, the fact that Peter, in his old age, literally, his drumming has slowed, which makes the songs go slower, which is not what Paul or Gene want. So I don't really see them actually bringing Peter on either. So, as cool as it would be, maybe if they brought Peter on stage to do Beth and have Eric do the drumming, that'd be cool. But again, I'm not entirely sure if that's going to happen or not. But I would like to know what you guys think about this topic, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. This is a very touchy topic, I must say. Until next time, I'll see you later. See ya.